I was 18 or 19 at the time, and doctors weren't believing me with the issues I was having, and they were causing me problems uploading, which is why the upload schedule started getting slower and slower. Also, I want to say, you guys who are super chatting things, I will get to them. I just want to get this out of the way first, and please don't sympathy donate things. I'm simply retelling all the things that have happened to me in the last year that have prevented me. And again, sorry, I'm nervous as fuck. Okay, so years ago I thought it was fibromyalgia, but at the time doctors weren't believing me because I was 19, in shape, seemingly okay. But then the problem started getting worse, and it started with my eyesight. I wasn't able to read stories because my eyesight was going, and whenever I would get checked for a prescription, they would tell me I have 20/20, but then I wouldn't be able to see when I'm reading. And that kind of snowballed, and I really don't know where to go with this. Like, what order to go with this. Anyways, I was in and out of the doctors, like, I think I've been like 40 or 50 times in the past 6 months, maybe like 5 months. Anyways, in October or September of 2018, things got really, really bad, and I started getting brain zaps, if anyone knows what those are, and my vision would go and it would happen. And for those of you that don't know, I live alone completely. I don't really have any family that I talk to or friends in the area, and living the double life thing makes things complicated. So I didn't really have anyone here, and I went to the hospital for it, and they were telling me like they have to get me checked for a brain tumor and all these things like that. And I found out right after they told me that I need to get checked for a brain tumor that I didn't have insurance anymore, which was a very big shock to me at the time. And I didn't know how to get it back. And it was a long process of doing that because it, like, American, like, I was 20, I had just turned 21. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know how to get insurance back, and it was this long process because you can only get it at certain points of the year, and it was scary. I was fucking terrified, and I ended up getting insurance after weeks and weeks of this issue happening and thinking something was going to happen to me. And I eventually got an MRI, and those of you that follow me on Snapchat have seen all the blood work and have seen all the MRIs I've had to do. And I don't know how to explain these things in chronological order, so I'm just going to keep going because I can't even really read the chat right now because it's going by so quickly, and I want to focus on the story. So they cleared me of no brain tumors, but I was left with the issue of wondering what's happening to me. And what was after that? Should I just skip to where I am right now? Does it even matter what happened in the past year in chronological order? Should I just... I love all the F's in the chat. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Thanks for the F's in the chat. Anyway, I'm just going to fast forward because fuck it, right? I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, basically. So when I was 19, those years ago, and I was doing a live stream with you guys, they were telling me, you don't have fibromyalgia, you're in the lowest demographic for it, you're a young in shape male, you don't have it. It's not possible. It's very common in women. Anyway, I did have it, and they were wrong the whole fucking time. And fibromyalgia is like a really complicated sickness, anyway, disease rather. So fast forward to February. I woke up. I was trying to get back. This whole time I've been trying to get back into things like on YouTube. You guys don't even know it, but I got really like scared of posting anything on social media because I felt like if I wasn't posting videos, that I wasn't justified. The F's in the chat, guys. You guys are good. I feel like I wasn't justified in uploading on YouTube I wasn't justified in posting statuses on Twitter or Instagram or anything if I wasn't uploading videos. And it got so bad to the point where I just ended up posting nothing, and I was just this fucking anxious mess that lived alone. And like, I stayed in my apartment for months. I started like Grubhubbing food to my house every day. I'm losing thousands of dollars per month, and like, I lost track of time completely. I was just in bed for days and days and days. And February, I woke up one day and I couldn't feel. I was like, I'm gonna get back into videos. Like, I had friends hyping me up. And February, I woke up and I lost feeling in my arm. Like, I don't want to say lost feeling completely because I could still move it and everything like that, but it started in my right wrist really bad. And I was like, oh fuck. Went to the doctors. They were like, we don't know what's wrong with you. As usual, you have fibromyalgia. And like, we don't know why this is happening to you. So I couldn't click. Right when I was going to get back into videos in February, I couldn't click anymore or type or anything like that. And so the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was getting tested for rheumatoid arthritis because it started traveling. It went from my, hey Axeman, fucking love you, bitch. It started traveling from my hand up to my elbow. And hey Aiden. And I couldn't use. It was getting so bad. It felt like no matter what I did, no matter how many doctors I went to, I was going to appointments every single day. No matter how many I went to, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And then it traveled up to my shoulder. And at that point, I was so fuck it, but I was also so motivated because I was like, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna do like good. I don't know what's wrong with me. I got tested for rheumatoid arthritis. They said no. I did x-rays, CAT scans, everything. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was like, I'm gonna do this shit with one hand. I'm gonna upload videos with one hand, editing everything. Even though, because at this point my eyesight's fucked, so I can't read the stories coming into me. I can't click, so I can't edit that while I record very well. I'm in bed every single day and I don't have anyone here. And I'm losing thousands of dollars per month, and like, these people are worried about me, but I'm scared to post anything. I'm just trying to paint a picture of what's going on. Stop donating. Okay, guys, if you're donating or super chatting because you feel bad for me, please don't do that. The purpose of this is to just recount what was going on this whole time. So if you, and any money going towards this live stream, like it says in the description, will be put towards like equipment or stuff for the videos, i.e. animation or things like that. So anyway, I posted in March. Axeman. I posted in March saying, I can't move my arm. On Snapchat I posted this. I can't move my arm. I'm going to post a video this month. I'm going to get through everything and do it. And I fucking, in the middle of that month, like 2 months ago, I woke up in the middle of like, after recording something the night before, and my entire left arm, I lost feeling in it. Not just in the wrist up like it progressed before, but now I couldn't move both my arms. And again, reminder, I'm alone and everything like that. I couldn't move either of them. 2 months ago, I couldn't move either of my arms. You can imagine how frustrating this was because they had no idea why it was happening. I had no explanation. Besides, you're young, why is this happening? We don't really know. Maybe it's tendinitis, but tendinitis only happens if you aggravate it. So why did I wake up and not have feeling? It didn't make any sense. Anyway, I still don't know why it happened. So yeah, it sounds like a neck injury. I think it was. So going on, these doctors can't help me. I go to multiple doctors. They're like, we can get you a brace. It's gonna take 3 weeks for it to get here, or whatever, for your arm. We don't know why it's happening, but we'll get you a brace. And so I'm like, this progressed in 1 week from my right wrist to both my entire arms, and you're telling me you'll have a brace for me in 3 weeks for one of my arms, because this has to go through insurance and everything like that. And insurance is a bitch. And I'm trying to move out of my apartment too, but I can't because now I can't lift things up, and it's so frustrating. And I ended up buying braces myself off of like Amazon and everything, trying everything. Like I was in a double arm brace on both my arms that I had to like put on myself. And I have chronic insomnia and sleep apnea, so I would wake up and like fucking just hope it wasn't gonna get worse. And I wasn't getting on any social media or talking to any of my friends or anything. Sorry to any of my friends that I ghosted completely. I'm really sorry for that. There were points where my entire arm would get inflamed if I texted anybody. So sorry to anybody I stopped talking to accidentally. Anyway, after taking anti-inflammatories for a while, I was taking so many fucking meds every single day. And it was in a double arm brace. I managed to do nerve glides to stretch the nerves in my arms so that I could be able to use them again. Because I had a feeling it was a nerve issue, even though they kept telling me it was tendonitis. Then they're going, it's fibromyalgia, it's fibromyalgia. And then everyone's messaging me, it can't get any worse than this. And then I find out my mom has cancer.